Hey, what's up, guys? Today we are going to learn two really important things in After Effects that I really like, which is rotate and parenting. Here is an example of what I am talking about. As you can see, we're going to zoom in a little bit here. This is the solar system. And as you know, with the solar system, planets revolve around the sun, and each planet has a moon that revolves around that particular planet, demonstrating the attributes of rotating, and with the moon attached to the planet instead of the sun, demonstrates how we're going to also planet. As you can see, this planet is rotating around the sun, and it has a moon that is also rotating around the planet itself. If we go out here, we're going to pause that real quick. I want to show you, we're going to create another composition to get started on this project. So we're going to go to composition, new composition. We're going to name this solar system 2. Everything looks good. So we're going to press OK. Now we have our graphics over here that we imported from Adobe Illustrator. I've already created everything here for you guys. Um, and then I just exported it and imported it into After Effects. Okay, now that that's good, we can quit Illustrator so that doesn't run up a lot of our memory. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in our, well, before we do that, I want to create a background because I do not like this white background. So we're gonna go to a shape layer. We're gonna click on it, do rectangle tool. We're gonna zoom out real quick. Click up here, uh, and just drag our shape layer down. We're gonna give it a nice yellow fill, yellowish fill. That seems like a good color. Maybe make it a little lighter so that you can see the sun. Okay, that looks good. So we're gonna right click on this, click on rename. We're gonna rename that background. That looks good. All right, so we're gonna bring in our sun as the first graphic. Let's zoom in, and there it is. Next, we're going to bring in our orbits, our dashed orbits above the sun. It is right in the middle. It gives us a nice little visual path. So you guys are able to see where our planets are going to go and the orbit around it. It really doesn't need the orbit around it but it's a nice visual tool. So I'm going to move it out. Oop, sorry. We're gonna click back over here on our select tool. Now we're gonna widen this to slightly, shift and then widen, so we have a nice little uniform orbit. There we go. Now let's start to bring in our planets. We're going to start with planet one. Let's bring it right here. There's planet one. Let's zoom in slightly. All right, and we're going to bring it on the first orbit, which is right here. I'm going to move this down slightly. There we go. Next, we're going to bring in planet two. Planet two is right there. We're going to bring it to the second one. We're going to zoom out to the second orbit. I'm going to spread it around slightly so they don't crash into each other when they're spinning. Um, and just because we have limited space here, they may still crash into each other. But this is just to give you an example. Make sure to click Shift to keep it uniform. We're going to bring in planet three. All right. Planet three is going to go over here. Just making sure we space everything out. I'm going to bring this down slightly, keep it uniform. Planet 4. Planet 4 is a big old planet. We're going to bring Planet 4 here. And we're going to bring this down slightly as well and keep it uniform. Okay. And last one will be Planet 5. All right. Planet 5, I'm going to bring over here. I'm going to bring this down slightly. Perfect. Okay. So now that we have all of our planets in line, each on an orbital plane, we are going to do something super, super important, which is learn rotate. Rotate is going to have this planet move around the sun because that's what planets do. They move around the sun. We're going to click on planet 5. And the important thing that we want to make sure that we take aware of is the anchor point because the anchor point right now is on this planet, but we want the anchor point at a point where it's the place where it's going to rotate around. And we know it's going to rotate around the sun. So you come over here and click on the anchor tool. We can move this anchor point to the middle of the sun, right there. We're going to come in slightly. There we go. That's about the middle. Awesome. Now it's there. We go back over here to planet 5, click on that. We click on R, that's rotate. We can set a keyframe for our starting position, and then we move it up this scroll up a little bit. Now, one time around the sun is 360 degrees. If you look at our number here, this right here has degrees, and 360 would be one time over. Once it's one time over, this number here turns to one. That means that's one time 360. It's been a full rotation. So instead of us pressing go typing in 360 here, we can just come in here and type in one. That's one full rotation, and it creates a keyframe. So we're going to move this keyframe all the way to 20 seconds because that's the length of our video. We're going to bring our little scroller guy back to the front. And if we play it, you can now see it's rotating around the sun. Fantastic. So that will be the first thing in rotate. We can pause that, bring our little scroller guy back to its starting point. And now what we're going to do is create a moon for our planet. So we come down here. We're going to create another shape layer. Make sure nothing in this panel here is selected. We going to use the ellipse tool. What I want you to do now is for this ellipse tool, we're going to first turn the fill to a gray because that's what moons are made of, right? That's the color of moons. They're gray. At least that's what they told us on TV. So we're going to press Shift, create our moon. That seems okay. All right. Let's click out of that. All right. Looks like our moon is created. We're going to rename this shape layer for our moon. Right click, rename. We're going to name it to Planet 5 Moon. What we're first going to do is remember, this is rotating around this and around our planet. Our moon is rotating around our planet. And just like how our planet revolves around our sun through our anchor point, we're going to just do the same thing. Go to planet 5, select our anchor point. You see our anchor point is over here. And we're going to bring this anchor point to the middle of our planet, which looks good right about there. Yes, that looks good. So now we are going to parent our moon to our planet. Now, parenting means that whatever one thing does, the other does as well. Since our planet is rotating, that means we want our moon to follow our planet in the same way. So you see this parent link down here? We're going to look at this little squiggly line. And what you could do is either move this squiggly line to planet 5, and that's how you connect them, or select this and just select planet 5. Either or is fine. Now that we have that, we're going to R, rotate. Our starting point is right here. Remember, we did one full rotation with our planet. I think I want the moon to be a little faster, so we're going to do 3 full rotations, and we're going to press 3 because I want you to actively see it moving around as or I want you to actively see the moon moving around the planet as the planet is moving, revolving around the sun. So we're going to come here. We're going to set this back to 0. We're going to set, because it's our starting point, it starts at 0. Set in a keyframe. We're going to bring our cursor down a bit, and then we're going to press 3 to set another keyframe. We're going to move this keyframe all the way down to 20 seconds. Once again, that's because that's how long our video is, and that's the ending point. We're going to zoom out this a little bit. As you can see, we're going to click out of here, set our cursor back to the front, and as you can already see what it's doing. We're going to click play, and voila, our moon is revolving around our planet. And it looks like it gets a little closer here because maybe we didn't get it exactly centered when we moved our anchor point onto that, but no issue. All we have to do is come down. We click on our Planet 5 moon. We can move it a little closer to right here. That should do a little bit of fixing. Okay, that made it a little bit better. Okay, now that we have all of our moons, we can attach and parent it to all of our planets, and our planets rotating around our sun. We can see here our, look at that. Looks fantastic. Each planet has a moon rotating around it, and the sun has all the planets rotating around it. It looks like they're at different speeds because they're a little closer, which proves the rules of how our plans revolve around the sun. Thank you very much. My name is Deji Emmanuel, and thank you for learning how to use rotates and thank you for learning how to use rotate and parenting.